I think, therefore I am, a timeless philosophical legacy. Western philosophy has undergone many stages of development, with different perspectives on the nature of human existence and the world. Among these, René Descartes' famous statement, I think, therefore I am, cogito ergo sum, is one of the most influential, laying the foundation for modern rationalism. This phrase not only represents a new approach to knowledge but also sparked centuries of philosophical debate. Why is this statement so important? How has it changed our understanding of thought, existence, and perception? The context of its emergence. René Descartes, 1596–1650, was a French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist. He lived during a time when Europe was experiencing significant changes in science and thought. This was the period when medieval scholasticism, which was largely based on theology, was gradually giving way to rationalism and empiricism. In his work Meditations on First Philosophy, Meditations de Prima Philosophia, 1641, Descartes sought a firm foundation for human knowledge. He realized that many traditional beliefs could be doubted, and that human senses are sometimes deceptive. This led him to develop a philosophical method known as methodic doubt, doute méthodique. He posed the fundamental question, if everything I know could be false, is there anything that I cannot doubt? After doubting everything, including the physical world, memory, and even his own existence, he arrived at a realization. The act of doubting itself is undeniable. Even if he doubted everything, the very act of doubting proved that he was thinking. And if he was thinking, he must exist. This led to his famous declaration. Cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Philosophical significance. A new foundation for knowledge. Before Descartes, knowledge was often based on religion or tradition. However, he introduced a new principle. Anything that cannot be doubted must be an undeniable truth. The existence of the thinking subject is something that cannot be refuted, because even in the state of doubt, there is still a being that is thinking. This became the starting point for his reconstruction of human knowledge, leading to the development of rationalism, which emphasizes that reason alone can lead to truth, independent of sensory experience. The role of self-awareness and consciousness. I think, therefore I am, places human self-awareness at the center of philosophical inquiry. It asserts that the conscious self is the foundation of existence. This idea has had a profound influence on psychology, existentialism, and cognitive science. Before Descartes, many philosophers viewed human existence as part of a larger divine order. Descartes, however, emphasized that self-consciousness is the most fundamental aspect of existence. The distinction between mind and matter. After establishing his own existence, Descartes took his reasoning further by distinguishing between two types of substances. Mind, residential cogitans, the entity that thinks, is self-aware and possesses consciousness. Matter, residential extensa, the physical world including the body and all external objects. This mind-body dualism, Cartesian dualism, laid the groundwork for future discussions in philosophy, neuroscience, and artificial intelligence, raising questions about whether the mind is merely a product of the physical brain or an independent entity. Lasting influence. Impact on modern philosophy. Descartes' philosophy inspired many later philosophers, particularly Spinoza and Leibniz, who expanded on rationalist ideas. However, it also faced strong opposition from empiricists such as Locke, Berkeley, and Hume, who argued that knowledge comes from experience rather than pure reason. Later, Immanuel Kant attempted to synthesize rationalism and empiricism, shaping modern epistemology and continuing the intellectual debates sparked by Descartes. Influence on science and psychology. Descartes' concept of self-aware consciousness paved the way for modern psychology. Today, studies on consciousness, perception, and personal identity still reference his philosophical foundations. Additionally, Cartesian dualism continues to influence neuroscience and the debate on whether consciousness is purely a function of the brain or something beyond physical processes. Relevance in artificial intelligence and technology. In the era of AI and virtual reality, questions about human consciousness and existence have become more relevant than ever. If a machine can think and reason like a human, does it truly exist in Descartes' sense? This raises ethical, cognitive, and philosophical issues about the nature of artificial intelligence and self-awareness. Conclusion. I think, therefore I am, is not just a philosophical statement, it is the foundation of modern thought, asserting that human existence is tied to consciousness and reasoning. It has influenced philosophy, psychology, science, and technology, shaping the way we understand ourselves and the world. Even after centuries, this phrase remains profoundly meaningful, challenging us to continue questioning the nature of knowledge, existence, and consciousness. In an increasingly complex world driven by technological advancements, Descartes' ideas continue to serve as a guiding light in understanding what it means to be human.